Yeah, I guess. Well, when did the queen die? I feel like that would have increased tourism.
Hey,
hey, oh, hey,
welcome back.
We're
Shalom,
here. Woo!
baby.
Hey, baby. What's up, baby?
That was you made it so much weirder than it was.
That was my J impression. What's going on, baby?
Oh, it's a good one.
Yeah.
No, it's more like baby. On the.
And then when there's someone he really likes, like who's Jay's friends with? Ryan. Okay, so there's so Ryan. What's going on, baby? How's it going, Ryan? What's going on?
He doesn't.
It's a little more extra on someone he's like really tight with, but everybody's
agree with that.
What's going on, baby? How's it
going? Yeah. What's up with you? What's going on, baby?
Not much. I had something I wanted to bring up, but it's pretty. I don't want to get you too upset.
Let me guess.
It has nothing to do with food. Take it easy.
Great. Then I promise not to get too upset.
Okay. So I don't know if it's aired yet because I don't
get a little upset though.
Well, no, it doesn't have to do with the match specifically.
Not too upset, but
it was you and I were bantering in a match.
Naturally.
I don't think it's aired yet, but maybe it did. And in the match, I said that I like it when in movies when things go boom boom.
Yes.
And there's big explosions. And you took serious offense to this.
It's something that's been building up, Tim.
Okay, well, I want to talk about it because, like, I want to clear the air, as they say.
Yeah.
So what when you heard me say this, what was your interpretation?
I just remember when we talked about when we reviewed Captain America on an earlier round 4, we did a review of Captain America: Brave New World. And we were talking about like the issues of it, and you said you put on a character. Okay. I don't know what to call it. Let's call him like Chet. You put on you went into Chet mode.
Okay.
You were like, I like when the shield and the things and he.
Oh yeah, I do that thing. Yeah, I like it when the shield go boom.
And it frustrates me to no end. I know the voice and stuff is a joke, but part of me is like, he's not kidding.
No,
I know you're not. That bothers me because if that's all you like about the film, that is all they will continue to give you.
Okay, so I think the movie in question that when this whole thing began,
the boom stuff.
When I said I liked the big boom boom.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't remember what it was, but the one that came to mind just now was like a movie like Bad Boys Ride or Die.
Okay.
The story, not that great, pretty generic. You can see the twists coming from a mile away.
Yeah.
But the chemistry between the lead actors is so good.
Yeah.
And the action is so entertaining that it makes the movie worth watching. And that is a movie that I would say I like the boom boom.
I get it. And I'm not actually upset by it because there are movies where I'm like, oh, this was like a turn off your brain and like enjoy.
Exactly.
This is true beyond just movies. This is true in life.
Yeah.
But if that is all that we get all the time,
sure,
and we leave going, oh, hooray, boom boom, he threw the thing.
Yeah,
that's
so like
all we will ever get.
When it comes to a certain franchise or something, sure. Like I go to different movies for different things. So, for example, Godzilla is a really good example where like they put out Godzilla -1. That's the Japanese production, and it is a drama. Like the movie's kind of sad. But it has amazing characters. The writing is really good. The acting is phenomenal. And it just so happens that there's a giant lizard that's going to fuck some shit up.
Yeah.
So everything about the movie is phenomenal. And it also happens to have the boom boom. But that's not all that I leave the movie thinking about. Versus Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire, I'm going into that movie just wanting the boom boom. Like, all I want is to see a giant monkey punch a giant lizard in the face. And I think the directors know that. Like, I think they know that going into that movie. Same with, like, the new Jurassic World. Like, I don't think they're going into Jurassic World Rebirth trying to make an Oscar-contending film. I think they're trying to make a movie where giant reptiles eat people and we munch on popcorn.
Okay. But would you have been mad if it also had great characters and great writing? And
of course not. Like the first Jurassic Park. Like, of course not. Like, I would like it, but I'm not expecting it. So if it has it, it's an added bonus.
That is why. That is the issue.
What do you mean?
You're not expecting it.
But there are some action movies where I am. Like Mission Impossible.
I get it. It's like if you're going to McDonald's, you're not expecting a 5-star meal, but if you get one, it's nice.
Yes. Yeah. That was good.
So stop going to McDonald's.
I like McDonald's.
You're hideous.
We're talking about food again.
Yeah,
yeah, but I mean, but I think also, like, the majority, what you said about like turning off your brain and just like enjoying something dumb, is the majority of what people do want to go to the theater.
I think the reason Chet bothers me so much. Oh, that's so funny that I named him Chet. What a great way to transition in a minute. Chet, didn't even mean to do that. Chet.
Yeah.
The reason I hate Chet so much is because Chet is your typical moviegoer who's not like all into movies the way we are, and comes out of I don't know, and comes out of Captain America Brave New World and goes, oh, I like it that he threw the shield and it was so cool that he threw and I'm like, shut up, you're ruining
Well, so, and that's interesting because like the MCU is like, we've talked about the MCU to death on the show, but we haven't actually really talked about Thunderbolts too much post-release. But like the action in Thunderbolts I thought was good. It was not the highlight of the movie for me. Like the characters were much more the highlight of the movie for me on that one. I know I liked it more than you did. So, but like I don't think it's like necessarily like an MCU problem, but it is a movie. I get what you're throwing down.
Great. Speaking of Chet.
Is it Chet?
It was. Turns out.
Yeah, let's talk about this.
I like this little recap session. We have this is like a regular segment where we talk about the show that Nazario and where we talk about the show that critiques the show we do, and we critique them on the critiques of us and others.
Yeah.
That's the name of this segment now.
You were on the newest
episode
of Is It Chet? That's pretty
exciting.
exciting.
I hope I get to go back because that was fun.
Yeah, before we dive into was it Chet or not, how did you, such a lowly man, get invited onto such a premier program?
Well, Tim, surprisingly, in the field of catching cheaters in online movie trivia, I'm kind of the foremost expert in the world.
Ooh. Okay, all right.
And that's not a crazy statement to say.
No, I mean, I have mild issues, but I want to hear your
maybe argument. Not the foremost expert, but among the leading experts.
Okay, fair. Yep.
I would include you. I would include Nazario and Mike. I would include Aaron, who I was on with. Yeah, that's true. You kind of miss a lot, but
I miss so. Yeah, no.
Aaron's
good.
Yes, Aaron's very good. And as you know, because we're in a group chat with him, Nazario will often send us clips and be like, what do you think of this one? Is it Chet? And we're like, we're not doing the show right now. We're just talking.
Are we?
But before Nazario started this show, and before Nazario and Mike started this show, I say Nazario because Nazario was doing the correspondence. We had to catch people doing this.
Yes.
All the time. So like we would have people sending us clips being like, look at this guy's cheating. And we were in the spot. Me specifically, I was in the spot of having to be like, yeah, kind of looks like he's cheating, but we can't prove it. So I'm not a lawyer, but I know a little bit. I know a little bit about law. Like I know the difference between a civil and a criminal case. Or I even might not even be using the right terms, but there is one type of case which I believe to be a criminal case where you have to be proven beyond a reasonable doubt.
That's correct.
To be convicted.
Correct.
So the jury has to say there is no reasonable doubt in my mind that this person did this thing 100%.
Correct.
Then there's the civil case where you can be charged if you're at 51%. So it's I don't know if they did it, but if, like I feel like they probably did it more than they didn't.
Correct.
And the truth is, to ban someone, it's kind of got to be the first one of beyond a reasonable doubt.
I would agree.
But that doesn't mean there haven't been a whole bunch of cases of guilty in a civil case where you and me are like, yeah, he's probably cheating, but we really just can't prove it. So we'll watch them from now on, and we'll keep an eye on them and like and do all that. So I was doing that before the show existed. So when the show existed, I was like, sorry, get me on there. Sounds fun.
It was. You were phenomenal.
Thank you.
I mean, you weren't as good as Aaron.
I agree. Aaron's top
or Mike.
Well, I was a little,
but you were good. You were good.
I was a little like, because I didn't know how serious to take it. You know, I didn't know if the vibe was like everything we show you is cheat, and we're gonna make jokes about it.
Sure.
Which like I like that vibe as well, but I also kind of wanted to go in and be like, if I look at something and I don't think it's cheap, like.
Well, that was one of the main reasons Nazario brought you on in the show. Like he opened it up by saying
when he did the Richie one, I was the first one to be like, I don't think I think he's doing something dumb with his phone, but I don't think he's cheating.
Yeah, you were brought in for this level of like level-headedness that you are known to have. So you want to talk about it?
Sure. So I made the distinction I just made to you about the criminal versus civil. I had to make on the show because I was like, I'm going to give you two different answers. Like answer one, would I ban them? And answer two, do I personally think they're probably cheating? And answer two was a yes for all four.
Yeah.
But I think there were only like two, maybe even 1.5, because even the James White one.
James White, yeah.
Even that one, I was a little like, you really can't prove it because he could be doing anything down there. Is he probably cheating? Yeah. But maybe he's just scratching his leg for an extended period of time.
His nuts, you know?
You know what I mean? Like, he's probably not. I'm pretty sure he's not, but we have no way of knowing.
That's fair.
So, that one's tough. But in the last one, not to jump all around, Aaron made a great point of like, if other evidence is brought, that can like sway. So, for example, for the first one, the first cheddar, I'm well aware of that person cheating all the time, and they admitted to people that they've cheated. So when I saw that clip, I was like, I'm kind of like, they might be cheating, but maybe not. But I also know they cheat all the time, so they're probably fucking cheating here.
Yeah. So like no, I get you, because that's like you know, if somebody if you walked into my house and I had a brand new smoothie machine, and you were like, Tim, where'd you get the smoothie machine? And I was like, oh, I don't know, but I have a history of stealing smoothie machines.
It's kind of like, I can't prove you stole it, but like there is evidence pointing to that being a reasonable conclusion.
I can't provide a receipt, so I got that.
But again, still not bannable just on that one, like not arrestable on that one instance. I can't prove you stole the smoothie machine.
Did they steal smoothie machines in Ant-Man? Is that where that's coming out of?
That's how Luis got arrested. Yeah,
that's why that's in my brain. That's weird.
Two smoothie
machines. Did we get asked that? Is that what
we did? We got that in a title match, deep cut. And
yeah, that's funny.
yeah.
Who's with sheets?
So that was the first one, and it was blurry, bad quality, but not necessarily.
Yeah.
Like, just it was the early days where they were doing Google whatever, and
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they were in like a prison cell in that video too. That's kind of what it looked like.
oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. And it was just weird because, like,
Oh, sorry.
it was such an easy question. And
This is the Man of Steel one, right? That we're talking about.
Like, which Worlds of DC villain says, "Hey, Superman, I'm gonna come kill you because you're from my planet. Me and you are from the same planet, and I don't like that. So you're gonna die." But like,
yeah, but also,
and that in and of itself is not enough to like say, "Oh, he definitely didn't cheat," because it's too easy. But it is kind of it's like, what? There's also a lot of typing happening after he writes it down that he then does not follow up on, which makes me think he's getting prepped for the next one,
or he's confirming his answer,
or that could be that could be true,
or he's writing a memoir about how in like 8 years he's gonna say how much he hates me.
Nice.
Okay, so we've talked about that one.
That was 1, 2.
James White, was that the second one?
I think 2. I think he was 3.
Who was Brian? Was that the second one?
Yeah, that one has lived in infamy.
Yeah,
since I joined.
You had
and I
never seen
remember one of my favorite videos Nazario and Mike have ever done was when like the Schmodown started. People started cheating in that, like all the time.
Yeah,
and they started doing like the comparisons of like the fan leagues and like, and I remember watching that one going, "Holy crap! How is no one saying anything?" But I also like, because like Aaron like railed into Jeremy pretty hard. About just like, "Jeremy, how are you not like catching this?" But I try to put myself a little bit in his mindset of like, we've never done this before. We're doing it for the first time. Like we have like, there's a bit of a naivete trust in people.
Jeremy's a good dude who doesn't.
He's a very good person. I like Jeremy a lot. And like, if it's like your first time doing this thing and you're just like, "Oh, all these fun people are coming together to do this thing," like you probably just have convinced yourself like, what, none of them would cheat.
Well, and honestly too, like, did they even care if they did?
I don't know.
If this had, I think you make a good point of like, it's the first time we're doing this. It's the first time anybody is like, what? And you have a group of 10 people and a couple of them seem like kind of like sketchy dudes, but whatever. And like, so they cheat, like, whatever, who fucking cares? And then all of a sudden, like, you don't know that we're going to be doing this in 5 years and it's going to be as serious as it is, and like how,
true,
at least how we take it.
And they all were doing it at the time to play in the Schmodown.
Correct.
So I could very well, not that I'm justifying any of it. I think it's all like, if any of this speculation is true, I think it's all like shitty and like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But I could very well see the 10 of them being like, "Well, I'm not going to ruin this person's chance at being in the Schmodown by like calling them out for cheating."
Sure.
So like, I'm just going to pretend I don't see
Schmodown were cheaters.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. Yes. So like, yeah. So that's why I was like, absolutely 100%, maybe the most definitive case of
it's
not actually seeing it happen, but being so confident that it's happening.
Oh yeah. What did you think about the grand finale?
Oh, we're skipping the.
Well, we kind of talked about it already.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit. Where I was, yeah. Yeah, regardless of like who the person is, if you show me a clip, I'm just gonna tell you what I see, and that's. I don't think I'd go so far as to say I am 100% confident that's what's happening in this particular instance. But if I had to put a percentage on it in that one, I'd probably give it like a 70, 75.
It wasn't good.
Which, like...
Smelly.
And again, not to justify it, because I will condemn it, but weren't they paying them?
I don't know.
I thought they were getting paid at that point if they won.
I don't remember.
And if you're sitting there looking at Andraco and Roca like cheating, obviously, you're like, again, not to. It sounds like I'm making excuses for it, but no, I absolutely condemn it. I think it's a stupid, dumb thing to do if that's actually what happened. But I'm just trying to put myself in the mindset of like, why would you do this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you can't get into the mindset. Like you'll go crazy. Like,
yeah.
Is it Chet?
And I do know there are other. So like that's when he said if there were other examples, I know of other examples. So that's like, yeah, it's where that is.
We'll wait and see episode 5. I think we should talk about things going on here.
Great.
Before we do something super ultra special.
Okay.
Because we have something super ultra special planned.
Super ultra special.
Well, okay, it's probably just all right, but I'm gonna hype it up.
Right?
What?
Super ultra, all right?
Yeah.
Great.
It'll be better than us just continuing to talk.
Okay, great. Who wants to hear
that? All right.
At least 40 of you do, because you keep listening.
That's accurate. Thanks, Nazario. All right. So we've been off for a couple weeks since the live Q&A. Nick and I were talking about, let's talk about what's been going on around here.
When we started the show, we kind of pitched an idea of like, hey, we could do like a weekly recap, like of like the matches and because like I'd love to have some kind of like ESPN show. I just wouldn't want me and Tim to run it because we know we can't like speculate on what's gonna happen next and stuff like that because we know what's gonna happen next.
Sure.
But we can talk about the matches that did happen.
You want to start with Fanzone?
Yeah, let's do it. There were 2 matches that will have happened by the time this airs.
Yeah, so
three.
2. We Bill and Jack aired the day before.
Did we talk? Well, yeah, I was included.
Well, yeah, we saw that it aired. We didn't really talk about it, but the first 3 matches of round 1 of the tournament have aired. And Bill beat Jack. Unfortunately, Bill did have to. What?
Oh, did you at the end? Did you announce? Like, do people know that what you're about to say?
No, they don't.
Cool. Announcement coming.
Well, Bill said it in the match, but Bill did have to drop out. I talked to him afterwards. We talked about it, and he had to drop out of the tournament. He is going to be replaced by Nazario Montenegro. So Nazario will show up in round 2 of the tournament. Other matches, Joe versus Alex happened. That was the 3 and the 6 seed. Joe walked away with the victory on that one. And then the match that aired yesterday was the number 2 seed Robert Kastner going up against the number 7 seed Javi Madden. Robert walked away with that victory. So 1 match left in round 1. It's Jacoby versus Spence. Very exciting.
Yeah. If you the Javi one's interesting to me because I always like when Fanzone records are pretty low because there's just not as many matches throughout the year.
Sure. So
when you're 1-0, you could have nowhere to go but up, or like when you're 1-0, you could not then face someone who's challenged for the title multiple times. And have any chance of winning. It's that part's cool. If you had a favorite question that was argued in these 3 matches that sticks out at you.
Ooh.
Does anything stick out?
Yeah, the first one that I thought of, but that's because it's like my favorite movie, was Bill and Jack talked about the best action scene in Lord of the Rings. And they both picked Return of the King scenes, so like naturally I enjoyed that.
No one picked Helm's Deep?
No. I was shocked. Shocked to my very core. I don't even know if it was action scenes. It might have just been scenes because Bill picked the Army of the Dead coming in and fucking up Pelennor Fields.
Okay.
And Jack, what did Jack pick?
That would feel like an odd one to pick for action scene.
Now I'm losing my mind. Jack definitely. Oh, yeah. So Jack picked the Theoden running death.
Yeah.
So like right before that, basically.
Yeah, literally.
So they did. So I guess it definitely it wasn't necessarily action oriented. It was just scene, but like I like that movie a lot. So like it's like my second favorite movie. But I also really liked in Joe and Alex. They talked. I don't like the topic, but they talked about that was best action scene in a G.I. Joe movie, which I don't fucking know shit about these movies, but the way they took it so seriously, the way they talked about G.I. Joe, it was very entertaining, very fun, very fun match.
Nice.
Yeah. So things are moving right along in Fanzone.
You know what we should consider? This is just behind the scenes thinking out loud. How I did the clips for this, and now we're not doing that anymore.
Oh, doing it for debate?
Yeah, just releasing like individual questions.
Interesting.
Does that give you a positive feeling initially or a negative?
Initially, a positive feeling, yeah.
I feel like that'd be good. Yeah. Cool.
Great. Maybe like whatever one was like really good, and then like it like watch the episode to like see the rest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like at the end, like watch the whole thing.
Yeah. Okay. What's going on in fandom?
First two rounds of both tournaments, or first round of both tournaments, first two matches in both tournaments have happened.
Yes.
They've been great. First of all, Jim Green was angry at us.
Yeah.
He said, "I shouldn't be here. Fuck you."
he came to play.
He was right.
He came to play.
I will say, fun fact, and not to talk about myself, but I will for just a second. 3 people have gotten perfect rounds this year.
Ooh.
They are Joe Fairley, me,
and Jim Green, right?
Gotten 2, no big deal. And Jim Green. Nice. And it was Jim's first, which is cool because he's been around forever. It's like great. Obviously, the Omega tournaments are written much easier, like retirement match level. But
or your matches, but
yeah, but it's cool to see. Wait, what did you say?
I said, so are your matches.
Yes, and I appreciate it very much. Oh, I am under no illusion. Thank you for doing that. But it's cool to see someone who has played at a high level, like Jim's challenged for team spells and stuff before, in an area like that where they can just sort of
one could say he was gifted a couple times. But that's not to take away. That's not to take away his performance. He played
not to take away from Jim, but yes, he happened to be partnered with someone who just rewarded himself for being himself all the time. But anyway, and Maria did good.
Yeah.
Maria scored 60% in that match. That's not a knockout score.
No,
but it was.
Yeah,
and she played from a car.
Was that the one she played from a car?
I think it was.
No, that was the teams match.
You're right. You're 100% right. Which is to come. Spoiler alert. Maria will be in a car. No, wait. It happened already.
I thought that happened.
Unspoiler alert. Maria was in a car.
Alpha.
The other one in the Omega tournament, Alec Miller played Bridget Caldwell.
Good match.
Alec is just one of my favorite, like,
good match.
Chill players who we don't see very often. But when he shows up, it's kind of like, oh, sick, Alec's back. Like, I'll watch this.
Yeah.
And Bridget's kind of become a staple herself. Like, we don't
played a lot this year.
Yeah,
we don't see many
players like Bridget, like the spunk, the writing joke answers and stuff like that. We
hydration.
The hydration, but she also backs it up sometimes because sometimes she does really know what she's talking about.
Oh, yeah.
In this match, Alec just happened to know, but I liked the whole reason I made the trailer. I remember the inception of wanting to make the trailer for Act 3 was when Alec was playing this, when we shot this match, and Alec was like, Tim and Nick just love putting me in these situations, but this is where I shine, or something like that. And I was like, oh, that's such a good line. So yeah, Alec won. Bridget played great as well. But unfortunately, Maria and Bridget move on to round 2. That's not good. Sounds good, but it's bad. The other matches that happened, first, so 2 teams matches happened. Do you want to talk about the first one since it's a little awkward for me to talk about?
Dumb and Dumbledore played We're Mary Poppins, y'all. That was a good match.
We got outscored.
They
scored 77%. We scored 75. Like they beat us on percentage.
It was a good game. Good match.
They've been playing so well. I honestly thought Real Breakdown was going to beat them, and they trounced them.
Yeah.
To get here, and yeah, they played really well. I almost felt bad. I was like, shit, we shouldn't win this.
Yeah, that was a fun one. That was the one with the Princess and the Frog poll, right? Or if it's not, I'm just spoiling things that haven't come yet. But I'm pretty sure
I think you're just spoiling things that haven't come yet. But that's
well, nobody knows what, but that's
true. But the other match, Escape from Melee, No Ticket to NetherRealm. We knew No Ticket to NetherRealm was going to be good. I think they're proving they're very, very good. Few team they're in a contender match. So both Dumb and Dumbledore and No Ticket to NetherRealm are in contender matches now. There are very few rookie teams that made it to a contender match even in their rookie year. So good on them. I think we all knew they were going to be good, and they'll be playing Posse Galore. I do think.
They can give them a run. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Absolutely. And we are screwed, but that's okay. Hey, you. And then the last 2 matches were the first match of the Alpha tournament, Payson Johnson versus Javi Madden, the newcomers to the Alpha League, the Alpha group, as we called them in the preview. Javi did take that. Payson played well. They were separated by 10 percentage points. But overall, Javi kind of clinched it.
Yeah.
But this, it might look a little off key, like Javi's plays Fandom more and stuff like that. But Payson almost beat Javi 2 years ago while he was drunk.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So it's like, I don't think you can count him out ever. But Javi did take this, and then a match that I was actually really excited for was Robert versus Jacoby, because it hasn't happened yet. Jacoby's kind of in this tier of player where like he's always knocking at the door, and you're just hoping one of these times he'll get let in. But he's always got to knock at the door against someone like Robert or like Root, or like and he can beat those people, but he'll never be like the odds-on favorite to win.
Sure.
In that, maybe not never, but like at least at this moment in time, like he's never been the odds-on favorite to win in a match like that, but he always could. But yeah, Robert wound up taking it, and again another close match, 4-point difference at the end. So Robert and Javi are the first 2 to advance to the Alpha tournament round 2.
I'll be in round 2.
And the rest of Alpha and Omega continues. What do you mean you'll be in round 2?
It was a joke. I'll be there as a host.
Yes, you will.
Maybe.
I actually don't recall.
I don't remember either.
There's only 2 matches in round 2.
Yes, I was at.
Did I say round 2 continues? Round 1 continues.
I was definitely at some of those. So
great. Round 1 continues tomorrow with Chadwick versus Brandon, and then we'll go from there.
And something aired tonight. That was Chadwick first. Or no, tomorrow. You're right. Today's Monday.
Correct.
Ooh.
I understand your confusion.
Okay.
So yeah, you want to do some super ultra all right?
Nick.
I'm ready.
I'm trying to remember what you used to say. You got games? Is that what it was?
That is what I...
Okay, let me do that again. You got games? All right, now
you see if I played the graphic or not. Anna, come here. We're gonna play games.
Are you guys gonna share a computer?
Oh, what would be better, Timothy?
It doesn't. You guys can share a computer. It's
as the game master. We could share a computer if you would like to come sit with me.
You will need a board and a marker. 1 board and 1 marker.
I have those things. What, each or together?
You can share together.
We can share.
Okay.
We're not very good at sharing.
No.
think I updated these stats so I can erase it. It's for a future match. So I'm not going to show you.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
I shouldn't scratch the floor.
Probably not, considering we're trying to move and we don't want to get charged for it. All right, we have a board and a marker, Timothy.
Okay. All right.
This is Anna.
Hey.
Are we gonna come back in, or is that just or is it happening?
It's all just been happening.
Oh
What?
God, I went and refilled my drink. Okay, we're happening. Okay, you got games. This is called. I don't know what it's called. We could call it Give Me 10, but I don't think you can.
Call what?
Here's the rules. I'm gonna ask you to give me 10 of something, a topic, a thing. You have 5 minutes.
Okay.
And for the first one, we'll see if that was too much time, not enough time, whatever, to compile your list. So at the end,
what if we called it Grant Me a Dime?
At the end of the time, you have to give me your list.
Okay.
And if you have I don't know what the prize is or anything, but we're going to see how many you have.
You give us 5 minutes?
10 minutes. So 5 minutes. Oh.
I feel like 5 is a lot.
Are you going to vamp while we discuss?
I think it's going to be interesting to see you two argue about it.
Oh, you want us to talk about it? Okay.
So is it just 10 of anything?
No. I'm going to say what it is. I'm going to say, give me 10. You have to give me the 10 most popular of this or that or like something.
So are there right and wrong answers?
Correct.
Got it. You're going down.
But you
guys are working together.
I'm aware.
Okay. So, do you understand what? Oh, and my computer's dying. Let's plug it in. Oh,
plug it in. Name that.
Plug it in. I don't even remember.
It's like an air Febreze, I think.
No.
Yeah, that sounds right. Febreze. Okay. Do we understand the rules?
Yes.
Yeah, kind of.
No, I do.
Sure.
Basically, you need to get as many of the 10 as there are.
And
I don't know what the prize is. Maybe
if we put one that's not on the 10, is it like -1?
No, you just have to how many you hit. So if you get like 5 out of 10, you kind of suck. But like, how about this? If you get 7 or more, 7 or more, I will send you $5 on an IHOP gift card. So I have 4 of these prepared. You can get up to $20.
I'm getting them all wrong, but okay.
All right, here we go. Do we understand the rules?
Yeah. The tallest people in the world.
Okay. Just to piss off Nick, here's the first one.
Okay.
The top 10 most popular fast food chains in the United States based on how many locations they have in the United States.
Oh, okay. So not like the most, not necessarily like revenue or anything, just like the most abundant.
By how many locations are in the United States?
Okay, so this is exactly what we did.
Your time begins now.
With Starbucks.
You're not gonna number that?
Does it matter? They don't have to be in order.
No, but how are we gonna know how many we have? We're gonna have to count.
They do not have to be in order.
Number next to it. You're ridiculous.
We did a trivia thing with her family, and the final. I'm telling a fun story, and the and the final question was similar to this. So McDonald's is obviously on here.
Yeah.
Burger King, I would think, or no, Wendy's. Let's do Wendy's first. We'll come back to Burger King.
Okay.
Chick-fil-A.
Are there a lot of those?
I think there are now.
Dunkin', I feel like, would also be a good one.
I don't know. There weren't a lot of Dunkins in California.
Oh.
This is already.
I just remember like
I know
people being like, "Oh, there's no Dunkin'," or one person I knew was from the east.
I guess that's fair. IHOP.
No, not IHOP. What's wrong with you?
Like it's gonna be on there.
IHOP is on there. I will take you to IHOP, and I will eat in front of you while you get nothing.
What else even is
I really do think Chick-fil-A is.
okay. Subway.
I was also thinking Subway.
Interesting. Stealing mine.
Do we want to like?
Fight. Yeah.
What about like? No, I was gonna say venture outside of like maybe like a Panda Express.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not. Probably not Panda Express specific. I feel like we can safely put Burger King on here.
Yeah.
Think about when we like.
Why'd you put 4 twice?
Put 4, 5, 4.
We're doing great. Good
You have
count.
3 minutes left.
I'm thinking about when we like stop at like a rest stop.
Yeah.
Like what's usually in
Sbarro.
Domino's?
There's not usually a
Pizza?
Domino's in there. Pizza
No, but
Hut.
like pizza's got to be represented on here. And I feel like Domino's is probably the most
Okay,
wide
sure.
one.
What if it's Pizza Hut?
Then we can go to Pizza Hut and I'll have a meal while you eat nothing.
It's not bad. Anti-ants.
No. So there has been a weird
There's
amount
been
of
a
those
lot of
popping
them
up.
at the
Your
thing.
time is half up.
Oh, we have 2.5 minutes. What a weird way to say
That's so strange. Make me do math. That's okay.
Throw you off your game.
So I would say like Hardee's or like
Who's?
Hardee's. But Hardee's turns into Carl's Jr. the more west you go. So I don't know if that all counts as one.
You put it as a star.
That would all count as one.
And we're gonna put it, which means he knows, which means it's on there. Or actually, he just knows fast food places.
That's more of what it is.
Hardee's / Carl's Jr. Sonic?
Maybe.
Let's put some like.
We only had like
names in.
one on Long Island until like.
One Sonic. Well, it's because no one wants to. Just kidding. Long Island's great.
Now that we are at 3.5 minutes, I'm going to pause the time and throw out a hint. The lowest number on the list is 10,000 locations. The highest one is 42,000 locations. In case that helps you gauge.
Expecting there to be like million.
What in the U.S.?
Yeah, there's a lot.
It's not
Fucking
even
Starbucks.
Not a million or what?
I thought there could have
There
been.
would have to be like 5 in every town ever.
I mean, there might be. Starbucks is like everywhere.
Every
Sonic.
like
do you
rinky-dink
think
town
like
that has 3
Chipotle?
people.
I feel like it's gotta be on there.
No,
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell's gonna be there.
Yeah.
More than Chipotle would be.
You have 1 minute.
But I'll put Chipotle down here as like, so we have 9 and we're gonna put some like maybes for 10. So Sonic, Chipotle, Dairy Queen.
Yeah. The 7-Eleven count as fast food.
No, it's like
But they have food.
yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
No, because that's like
No, that's nowhere.
regionally based.
Popeyes,
Maybe.
KFC.
Oh, that's it. Are you okay with that?
Yeah,
That's
sure.
gotta be KFC. All right, we're done, Tim. We yield our time.
All right, 15 seconds to spare.
I'll keep the ones we had just in case we're right, so I can be like, I told you.
What
All
do you
right.
mean you told me.
All right, here we go. Let's
Do you want to sleep?
turn around your list. Yep, let's see your list, and I will tell you if it is a yes or no, and then I will reveal the full list.
Okay, our first one is Starbucks.
That is correct.
Nice. 2 is McDonald's.
That is correct.
Wendy's at 3.
Not on the list.
Wow.
Oh, I thought that was given.
You might need to set your sources.
Chick-fil-A.
That is not on the list.
Damn. Told
Yeah,
you.
Wendy's isn't on there. None of these are. Subway.
That is on the list.
We'll take it. Burger King.
That is on the list.
No. Yes. I don't like when people touch my ears. Domino's.
That is on the list.
Nice.
Hardee's / Carl's Jr.
Not on the list.
Interesting. Taco Bell.
Not on the list.
Is
It's gonna be Chipotle.
KFC.
That is on the list.
Oh man. All right.
You missed 4, right?
Yeah.
All right. So the full list, starting from the
I'm
bottom.
gonna be mad.
Honestly, I'd never heard of this place, but it has almost 11,000 locations. Hunt Brothers Pizza.
Oh, it's all the. I remember when I looked at. Okay, got it.
Okay.
And these are up to date through 2024. These numbers. Krispy Kreme. Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin'.
I
know.
Pizza Hut. Burger King.
that.
Domino's. KFC. Subway. Starbucks. McDonald's. So you got the top ones.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
All right. We are moving on to the second task.
You're just gonna
Same
be getting mad at Nick.
same concept. This one that one was like you guys could work together. I don't know about this one. This is going to be interesting. We'll see.
Does it involve mermaids?
No.
Okay.
I need the top 10 most popular musical artists based on records sold by year end 2024. All time.
All time?
All right, ready? Go.
This is another.
Yeah.
The Beatles.
Yep.
I don't know if this is exactly how we.
That's not how I spell the Beatles, but okay.
How do you spell the Beatles?
Isn't it B-E?
No, not isn't it? You were very certain that what I wrote here is incorrect. So why don't you tell the world?
Go ahead, Anna.
B-E-E-T-L.
No, it's B-E-A.
What the?
Is it a car? No. It's a.
You are wasting time.
The guy. This is important. They're mop top.
I know who they are.
Michael Jackson.
Okay. Taylor Swift.
No. Remember, she was like 14.
Yeah.
And also, she sucked.
Beyonce?
This is another thing we did with our trivia thing. Beyonce was also kind of. There's people like they're definites. Elvis.
I don't know. Is it?
Elton John.
Elton John, yeah.
But also, I think.
Like the Rolling Stones one.
I feel like they were.
Wasn't Rihanna like super high?
Rihanna was weirdly high. Let's put Rihanna.
Sure. Rihanna.
Prince. We got bigger.
Well.
Prince. I feel pretty good about Elvis.
All right. When you're wrong, oh man.
Good. Did you notice how IHOP was nowhere to be mentioned?
Should have been there.
Should have been there, she says.
There's like the Eagles was there.
Oh yeah. Journey, maybe. I don't know.
I don't think Journey was there. Queen.
Yeah, Queen. Yeah,
Yeah, Queen and Journey. Not mixed up like.
Yes, Queen.
This isn't just. This is like bands as well as.
Yep.
Okay.
Billy Joel?
I think he was more towards the middle. I think Christina.
Really close. No.
Records.
Why are you whispering?
We're thinking. But not I'm thinking, but not confidently thinking.
I'm gonna put points on.
Okay. Taylor Swift.
I feel like that's a trap.
That's fair. Well, she just bought all her own music. So.
Good for her.
Just saying, could have added a few,
I just don't.
but not in 2024. So
I actually did hear about that situation. Then she's doing the right thing, but I also just don't think she's the person.
Yeah.
So that's fine. She's also not.
How much time do we have?
Very
Time
talented,
check.
But
You have 1 minute and 40 seconds.
she's also not very talented.
Shut up.
Okay.
Beyonce.
Yeah, we'll throw Beyonce on it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm okay putting Billy Joel.
Cool. I feel like the Eagles.
Yeah, I would put the Eagles.
Okay. I mean, let's go with that.
What about like there was a country guy, not like George Strait. No, not Keith Urban.
Big guy. Oh,
Yeah, you remember?
yeah. I can't remember. Who.
I can't.
You
All right.
have 1 minute.
I think we should lock this.
Let's sit with it for a second. No, I can't see it like that.
You said stick with it, so I sat with it.
I still feel like a Mandela effect. I really don't think the Beatles are spelled that way, but that's fine. I feel like there's someone that we're gonna hear. We're gonna be like,
Yeah, what the heck? But
"What? Like, how do we not think about that?" I guess that's fine.
yeah, I think we're good. We
Okay.
yield our
Okay.
time.
Yielding with 30 seconds.
Mm.
All right, let's hear it.
The Beatles.
They are on the list.
Nice. Michael Jackson.
They are on the list. He is on the list.
Yeah. It's like what? Elton John.
He is on the list.
Rihanna.
She is on the list.
I knew it. It's so weird. Like
I said it.
we knew it together. Go team, us. Told you it was going down. Elvis.
Elvis is on the list.
Wow.
Queen. This is where I start.
Queen is on the list.
This is where I start to get unsure. Prince.
Prince is not on the list.
Yeah.
I didn't think so.
He's probably in the top 20. Beyonce.
Beyonce is not on the list.
Mm.
Yeah. Billy Joel.
Billy Joel's not on the list.
And the Eagles.
The Eagles are not on the list.
I feel like the
Damn, we
Rolling
were doing
Stones-
so well.
I feel like the Rolling Stones is on the
You
list.
had the top 5. So from lowest or from 10 to 1, number 10 is Eminem.
Oh, I knew it.
Oh.
Or I didn't know it, but I knew
Number
it.
9 is Pink Floyd.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 8 is Rihanna. Number
So-
7 is Led Zeppelin.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 6 is Madonna.
Um.
Number 5 is Queen. 4 Elton John. 3 Elvis. 2 Michael Jackson. 1 the Beatles.
I'm not mad about that.
All right.
Once again,
Oh, yeah.
All right. Ready for number 3?
let's
Yeah.
do it.
Okay. For number 3, you are being tasked with giving me the top 10 based on units sold board games. Your
Like-
time.
Candyland.
No.
What do you mean? What? Oh, what? Are you kidding?
I was trying to put Candyland out.
I play Candyland like at least 3 times a day with my kids.
Why don't you take the next 4 minutes to tell us all the times you played Candyland?
Okay, well I played it with.
I will give you a
It's
hint
not.
up front. Though number 10 has 50 million units sold. The number
Oh.
1 has 3 million units sold yearly.
This is not like card games, right? This is board games.
Board games.
I feel like life.
Mm.
Here.
Monopoly.
Yes.
Shoots and ladders.
I was thinking that as well. I kind of want to wait.
Oh, I should also throw out that there can be like different versions of this thing. So it could be like,
Oh, there's like 4 Monopolies on here.
no. Meaning like if you have Monopoly, it includes like Harry Potter
Like
Monopoly.
the Simpsons Monopoly.
So you just need to give me the broad version of it.
Okay.
Monopoly's on it, yes?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. We got one. There we
You're
go.
annoying.
Let's go. That's how you finagle.
Shut up.
I was going to think you hate me.
I do.
Oh.
You're getting married in a year. Woohoo!
Hooray.
Today?
So that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a year and 2 days.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, wasn't it the 19th?
Which is also a year
Yes.
and 3 days ago, based on when you're watching this.
Ayo.
You have 3 minutes.
Great.
Fudge.
Trouble?
Yes.
Troubles.
Just keep in mind, so far you have $0 to IHOP.
He said 7
Oh,
or
we
more.
need 7 or more. We got 6 each time. Damn.
You're ruining
It's
my.
almost like I've done that on purpose. That's crazy.
Thank you.
You're too competitive to have done that on purpose.
True.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yahtzee, does Yahtzee count?
No, well, Yahtzee has no board.
Yeah, that's fair.
Scrabble. Is Scrabble a board game?
Yeah, absolutely.
Scrabble. Okay, it's got a board. It's a game. Sick. Um.
Checkers and chess.
Yes,
Yeah, absolutely.
those are board games.
And he said it includes like different versions. Like I have the Harry Potter chess, where it's like the
Yeah. I
wizard
know.
chess.
chess.
The wizard's chess.
Uh.
Tiddlywinks.
Who? What's that?
You never played Tiddlywinks?
No. I was gonna say hi ho Cheerio. Cheerio. Cheerio? Cheerio.
Is that the thing where like
But I don't know if it's board game.
the chair, like the little, you have
Yeah.
like little actual plastic cherries?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a throwback.
Is Battleship a board game?
Yeah, I think it would be.
Is Guess Who a board game? What about Trivial Pursuit?
Is there a board? with
Like,
that?
what about Jumanji?
Can I just does Trivial Pursuit have a board? Like, do you go around?
Maybe. I don't. Yes, I think so.
You sure
think
it's not
so.
just like trivia?
I'm almost positive. I
Okay.
feel like. What's that? Oh, I'm not confident about Guess Who, but
How much time do we have left, Tim?
You're looking at a minute and a half there, Nick.
oh, geez, that was slow.
Well, you talked forever about Candyland.
I was not. It was passionate. We have 2 of those copies in my workplace, and one of them doesn't have blue, and the other one doesn't have green. Very frustrating.
Why don't you combine?
I don't know.
Okay, sure.
You have a minute.
We have a thing of games over there.
We do. That's how I
Scrabble.
got Scrabble.
Trouble.
I feel like there has to be like older games that we don't know about that people aren't like that we're not thinking
Don't
of.
know about. I don't think Django would count.
No, that's not a board. I'm not confident about Guess Who over Shoots and Ladders.
Yeah, I actually agree with you. So let's do that.
You have 30 seconds.
You want to like this? Or you want to run the clock out?
No, that feels good.
All right, I think we'll lock this in, Tim.
All right, with 25 seconds to spare.
All right.
All right, let's hear it.
I feel like we should. Candyland.
Candyland is on the list.
Do it.
Life.
The Game of Life is on the list.
Monopoly.
Monopoly is on the list.
The Simpsons Monopoly.
Yeah.
Great. Trouble.
Trouble is not on the list.
Yeah, I didn't feel great about it. Scrabble.
Scrabble is on the list.
Damn right. Chess.
Chess is on the list.
Checkers.
Checkers is on the list. I thought you weren't going to get those, and then you were going to be really mad at me because that's what happened to Maggie.
Oh no.
I'm not confident about these 3, and we need one more. Battleship.
Battleship is on the list.
Let's go.
Doesn't mean we have to go there.
Yes, what are you talking about?
Shoots and Ladders.
Shoots and Ladders is not on the list.
Yeah.
Trivial Pursuit.
Trivial Pursuit is on the list.
There we
Let's
go.
So 8 out of 10.
Guess what? Let me guess the 2 we missed. I'm going to say Mousetrap and Guess Who.
Nope and nope.
Tough.
You missed a pretty big one. The other one is pretty missable. So number 10 was The Game of Life. Number 9 is Candyland. Number 8 is Backgammon.
I literally almost said that.
That's crazy. Why didn't you?
I don't know. I should have.
Number 7 is Trivial Pursuit. Number 6 is Battleship. Number 5, the one you missed, Clue.
Oh,
Wow. Yeah, that is a big one.
Number 4 is Scrabble. 3 is Monopoly. 2 is Checkers. 1 is Chess. Great job. And before we get into the final one, a word from today's sponsor, aka Maggie, is here to say good night. So I'm going to do that real quick.
Okay.
I feel like this is a good game because then people can watch and they can play along, and then it's fun. So Tim,
Have you seen our channel?
no,
All we do is games that people can watch and play along to and have fun.
but this is like a fun one because you don't really know what to expect.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
except you guys literally knew what to expect on the first 2 that I did.
Well,
True.
that's
We
a
do-
special
yeah.
circumstance.
All right. Here we go. Okay. We're moving into the 4th and final round.
Which round is it, Tim?
Round 4.
Oh shit. That's
Ooh,
crazy.
I did that on purpose. All right. The final round for this game that I don't have a name for because it had a name on the internet and I didn't write it.
Grant me a dime.
Give me 10. Is that already in
We
there?
already had a segment
Oh,
called
yeah.
That. I need the top 10 countries that are most visited internationally across the world by the amount of international tourists.
Was this like within a certain year or just kind of overall?
The numbers I have are for 2024. You may begin now.
Okay. Visited or like
international tourist arrivals.
2024. Okay.
India.
America, India,
China.
Italy. I feel like there's going to be a bunch.
There was another stat next to it that said every single one of these was increased from 2023 to 2024, meaning these places only got more popular.
It's
pretty cool.
England. Where is UAE? It's in the UAE. Feel like. Oh wait, you said it's by like millions of tourists, like by volume.
By how many tourists arrived in the country to visit? The lowest is 35 million visited this country, number 10 to visit for tourism. And number 1 was 102 million in the year.
Don't know about France.
Really? Eiffel Tower?
Yeah, but I don't know. I just feel like
this is amazing. I just want to say I'm very pleased with this
France over England.
Yeah, I guess. Well, when did the Queen die? I feel like that would have increased tourism. Is that 2024?
Oh, that was amazing.
I don't remember when the Queen died, my love.
What Queen?
What do you mean?
That was huge news.
Why don't you remember?
Was it because that would have increased like tourism? I think.
Why would anyone have gone there? She's not there anymore.
Well, like for the ceremonies, so whatever the heck.
I feel like only English people cared about that.
That's crazy.
Did you go?
No, but I would have.
I didn't think if I was invited.
If I was invited.
And so
you'd like to know.
I'm also thinking like Spain.
Those are all.
I really think UAE is on there.
So then put it on there.
I think I'm gonna put it on there.
Great. You're gonna be the reason I don't get IHOP, and I'm upset about it.
You already have $5 in IHOP.
Yeah, but that'll only cover my meal.
The silver's tax. I get a kid's meal.
You have 2 minutes remaining.
What about in like South America?
People go to Canada.
Didn't that guy like step down from wherever he was doing?
Why do you think people only visit countries in changes of political power?
I don't know. I feel like
you think everyone was like, "Oh, Trudeau stepped down. Let's go to Canada." Like, what?
Yeah, maybe because maybe they're like, "Oh, let's see what's going on over there."
What?
I don't know.
It's an interesting thought process, Anna. I wouldn't let it lead your decision making in this game.
What about like South America? We didn't say.
I am thinking about South America, like Chile, Argentina, Dominican.
Is that?
Yes, it's not. It's not. Yeah.
Oh.
It's in like Central America.
Okay, so close enough.
Okay, sure. It's the other half of Haiti. It's an island. Half of it's Haiti. Half it's
right. Okay.
We went there.
Yeah.
Remember
Hurry up, we're gonna learn out of time.
We were surrounded by water.
Yes, but I'm saying a lot of people
I would say
vacations this year.
Not that many, not like the millions he's talking about. Brazil would be my guess from South America.
You have 1 minute left.
Is Brazil? Oh yeah, it is. I don't do good.
I would ask the same. I'm terrible with country.
I don't do
I'm
good
so-
geography.
I'm so bad. My dad laughs
This
at
was
me.
the one that I figured Nick would be better. Yeah. And I thought you were gonna have the music one down, Anna. Like I thought that was like all you.
I don't know about Spain. I don't know.
I've said South Africa, but I'm actually not sure.
If
Russia.
You have 30 seconds.
I think we should put Russia.
Okay.
It's just so.
Who wants to
big.
go there? I'm gonna
And
go
even,
guess.
it's just so big.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. In 2024, what am I talking about? They were at war. What are we doing?
I don't know, but hurry up. We have 30 seconds.
We're gonna do Spain. What did you say? Madagascar. What?
That was just for jokes. I think.
You have 10 seconds.
Japan.
Fuck. No.
No,
Thailand. Is that a country?
5,
is, but it's smaller. I don't think.
2,
I
1.
don't think Thailand's on there.
Pens down. All right.
I don't. Who's going to Japan?
There were
People.
Oh, like
you guys-
wait, where's Tokyo? Oh, that's in Japan. Okay, so then yeah.
you guys said so many good things during that. That was brilliant. Okay. First,
Number 1, America.
that is on the list.
I can see the short now. When did the queen die?
Oh, that's 100%. I'm putting that at the front. India.
It's not on the list.
Good job, Anna. China.
China is not on the list.
Good job, Nick.
Yeah, we thought about this wrong. Italy.
Italy is on the list.
You're welcome.
England.
No.
England is not on the list.
Dang it. The queen died for nothing.
Sorry?
France.
France is number 1.
Oh,
So when
is gonna be there.
when you were like, I don't know about France.
The monarch or political leader of France didn't die, so why would anybody go there? It doesn't make any sense.
When you were like, I don't know if France is on there, I was like, Anna, what are you doing?
I don't know. I don't travel clearly.
It's
All right.
It's the number 1 place for food. It's the number 1 place like
102 million, and it was up 2% from 2023.
This was a stab, but I said the United Arab Emirates. No.
No,
Tough.
not on the list.
Brazil.
Not on the list.
Spain.
That is on the list.
There goes
And the
our-
one that's number 2, Japan.
Japan is on the list.
Thailand's gonna be on the list. I'm telling you.
Thailand was number 10. When
We wanted to put that instead of Japan.
when right at the end you were like Thailand, I was like, holy shit. So the list, you did not get 7, right? No, you
No,
missed
we
it.
got
No, I would have
That
said
was our
Thailand
worst.
over like the UAE.
That was your worst one.
That was our
So
worst
from least to so number 10 was Thailand. Something must have been going on there. They rose 25% in year.
Yeah, there's been a lot of
Yeah.
TikToks about the honeymoon suites and mountains and stuff.
Number 9, one that I was surprised you didn't get, Greece.
I feel like
I guess I was
many
thinking that
people
some of
done
these
this.
places are so small. Like, how could they take it? But I guess if they're just going for tourism.
Number 8 was Japan.
Mm.
Number 7, Germany.
Really, I thought, but I didn't think it was worth throwing out.
Mm.
So for the record, all 4 of those are in like the 35 to 37 million. They're all very close. Now it starts to jump quite a bit. Number 6, Mexico.
I told you people are going on more vacations.
45 million. Number 5, Italy. Number 4, this is the one that made Maggie not want to play a game with me ever again. Turkey.
It's in the right region.
Number 3, United States. Number 2, Spain. Number 1, France.
Oh, well, shit.
Yeah.
I wasn't very confident about Spain either.
And that, my friends, is my game. Thank you for playing.
It was a good game. I enjoyed it.
It was
I
fun.
tried my hardest. And by that I mean I Googled a lot of stuff.
We're
I
gonna have,
learned a lot. We learned something today.
we did. We're gonna
Yeah.
have some fights
We
later.
really got to schedule our trip for when the next queen dies.
Like, where is another queen?
Except here. What are you talking about?
I mean, yeah, but it's not like Queen Elizabeth. I feel like she was like the queen.
She was the queen.
Queen Latifah.
Ooh.
Queen Latifah?
Is that the actress?
No, that's our queen. Queen Bee.
That I know.
I don't know who that is.
Every woman in America who says I'm a queen.
I just thought that Greece wasn't raised because I thought that because everyone I feel like there was a moment in time. I can't remember what that moment in time was, but it wasn't now, where everyone was in Greece all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's all you saw. And then it started to decline. So I was I don't think it raised, which is I thought Greece for a second.
I was taking into
it.
I was taking into account size of the country and how many people they could actually take at one time.
I wasn't, but I guess that makes sense as well. But oh well.
Yeah, I mean, I think I personally would have thought England, UK would have been on there. I was surprised it wasn't.
Yeah.
Spain and France being the top two, though, it makes sense to me. I get it.
Yeah.
But I was also surprised. I not really though. China, I feel just
a
it's
lot
huge, but do people want to go there and hang out?
Sure.
It's just big.
They're just
Well, I guess tourists.
If I had to choose,
and communism and stuff like that. But.
If this is gonna sound racist, I don't mean it to. If I was gonna choose between Japan or China, I would go Japan every time.
I would too, but only because I think of the tourism aspect of Japan as being more modern. I would go to China to see newer things.
Mm-hmm.
I
would go to Japan to see newer things.
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
Not that China doesn't have newer things or Japan doesn't have older things, but that's why.
No, I get what you mean. And China's a very interesting country. If you look into the history and stuff, I mean, all these places have interesting histories.
I'm surprised India didn't have more. Also,
India, I was a little surprised about.
But I guess tourists too, because I think of a lot of my patients who will go and visit their families for the summer or something, and
I actually would have. I was considering Israel.
A lot of people travel there to visit their family there.
I was considering Israel just because people make religious trips there all the time. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think. Yeah, that's true. Well, I didn't even.
I honestly thought it might have been on there, but
that was the only list where I didn't pull up the stuff under 10. I have others for the other ones, I have the stuff right below, and you guys were close on a couple where Taylor Swift was number 14, and Beyonce was 15.
Mm-hmm.
So you were really close on those. And then Taco Bell was 16. You were very close on a few of them. But yeah, with those other, I have no fucking clue on the countries. Not a chance.
No.
Thanks
for playing. I'm not a good geography person. Thanks for having me. This is
You're
fun.
welcome. The other game I have would have been a lot harder with 2 people, but I think still would have been very funny to watch somebody do. So we'll do
perhaps next time.
We'll do it next time. All right. Nick, do you think we should wrap it up as they say?
Yeah. I'd like to wrap it up with a question to the audience.
Great.
What do you want to see on round 4? What is your
round 5?
You want to see round 5? No, they can't see round 5. It's round 4.
You can see round 5 if you watch our summer event, which will come up soon.
But yeah, we have ideas for other segments and shit like that we're gonna try out. But if you have ideas, let us know. Unless you're the people that keep messaging me and I don't message you back, I'm officially saying, take the hint.
All right. Well, that was fun. Thanks to our special guest, Anna. And you will be the receiver of a crisp $5 IHOP gift card. Congrats.
He gets it for sure.
Enjoy a slice of bacon. Or whatever it is that costs $5 at IHOP. But yeah, this is fun. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Oh, whoa. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another exciting episode. Maybe. What will be the date on that, Nick? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it. First week of July?
It will be the first week in July. Don't know the exact date.
Well, the 4th is on a Friday.
Actually, wait,
it'll be the 1st or the 2nd, something like that, right? Or the 30th of June, maybe.
No, it'll be 4th is a Friday. So it'll be the 7th. It'll be July 7th.
What is today?
The 22nd. 23rd. It's the 23rd, Tim.
We'll do some stuff on the episode. It'll be fun. Or it won't. And you'll either keep watching or you won't.
Agreed. See you next time, round 4.
Later!